Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to discuss a 16 mark question which discusses Aristotle's concept of tragedy with reference to plot and catharsis. The answer is a 16 marker. Now, before starting the answer, let me give you a brief introduction. Aristotle was a Greek philosopher. He lived in 300 BCE, around 300 BCE, and he wrote a famous book, a treatise called Poetics. It is a prose work. It is a work of critical theory, and it was the foundational text regarding Western criticism. Now let us start the answer, which discusses Aristotle's concept of tragedy with reference to plot and catharsis. Aristotle's Poetic is the earliest systematic work of literary criticism in Western tradition. In this treatise, Aristotle analyzes poetry scientifically and objectively, concentrating mainly on tragedy, which he considered the highest form of dramatic art. Aristotle defines tragedy as an imitation of an action that is serious, complete, and of a certain magnitude. In embellished language, performed by actors and not narrated, through pity and fear, affecting the proper catharsis of these emotions. Catharsis means purgation or purification of emotion. This definition highlights the essential elements of tragedy such as imitation, serious action, emotional impact, and catharsis. The central concept in Aristotle's theory is plot or mythos, which he calls the soul of tragedy. Plot is the arrangement of incidents and actions, not a mere sequence of events. A well managed plot must have a beginning, middle, and end. It should maintain unity of action, meaning that all events should be logically connected. Aristotle clearly states that plot is more important than character because tragedy imitates action rather than persons. Aristotle refers to a complex plot. Aristotle prefers a complex plot to a simpler one. A complex plot includes peripeteia, that is reversal of situation, and anagnorisis, that is recognition or discovery. These elements heighten emotional intensity and lead the audience towards pity and fear. The tragic hero's downfall is caused by hamartia, which is a tragic error or misjudgment rather than a moral flaw. This makes the hero neither completely virtuous nor entirely evil, thereby increasing audience sympathy. Another crucial concept in Aristotle's theory is catharsis. Catharsis refers to the purgation or purification of emotions, especially pity and fear. By witnessing the tragic suffering of the hero, the audience experiences these emotions in a controlled artistic environment, leading to emotional balance and psychological relief. Catharsis thus serves both as an emotional and moral function. Aristotle also identifies six elements of tragedy. These are plot, character, thought, diction, melody, and spectacle. Among these, plot occupies the highest position, while spectacle is considered the least important as it depends more on stagecraft than poetic skill. In conclusion, Aristotle's theory of tragedy emphasizes structural unity, emotional impact, and intellectual pleasure. His insistence on plot, catharsis, and logical causality has profoundly influenced later literary criticism and modern narrative forms. Even today, Aristotle's principles remain relevant in understanding drama and cinema. For instance, a film like Lagan reflects Aristotelian tragedy through a serious collective action, a unified plot, emotional engagement, and a sense of catharsis at the end. Thank you.